So today I have my boys with me. We're actually on the road going to the supermarket here and there, and they had to be in the supermarket too, you know. They have to cross off the things off the list and help bring baskets. So we're on the road now trying to get something to eat. It is raining in Old Harbour right now, but while I'm sitting and waiting in this line, I'm just gonna do this short message really quickly. Alright, so they thought this morning when I was reading my daily bread, it spoke about the adulterous woman, which was the same topic that was done at church on Sunday. And basically, is it that you're holding people up? Are you trying to lift people up? Or are you condemning people? Are you very judgmental and you just want to see, yeah man, them do something wrong so they should be punished? Which mentality do you have? So in John 8, 1-11, it speaks about the adulterous woman. So the Pharisees and the lawmakers were trying to trap Jesus. So they brought this adulterous woman because if Jesus had let her go basically, then he would have broken Moses' law. You know, at those times, the religious leader, them follow the laws them to the T. So they have no discretion or anything. As you do wrong, you are to be punished. So they brought the adulterous woman to Jesus. So if Jesus were to let her go, Jesus would have broken their law. And if Jesus was to condemn her by stoning her, then really and truly grace and mercy cannot save you. So they were trying to trap Jesus. But you know, so the human mind is limited already. So what Jesus did, Jesus was silent. So there are times in our life when people come to discredit us and be judgmental of us. And there are times when we just need to be quiet. You understand? So Jesus was quiet and he went and he wrote in the ground. And he came up back and said to them, he without a sin cast the first stone. And he went down and started to write. So a lot of people sometimes are wondering, what was Jesus writing? It could be that he was listing out all the sins that the other people had committed. And by the way, you know that a woman cannot commit adultery by herself, right? So I'm wondering, where is the man? So him not get stoned too. So he probably was in the crowd too, ready to stone the lady as if he did nothing wrong. But that is how it is when we are stuck up, when we are trying to obey laws and stuff. We are casting judgment on one person alone. So they wrote, Jesus was writing, and when he got up, they left one by one. The older set left first, and then the younger ones left. Now, the interesting thing is that Jesus, now who was without sin, he did not condemn. So it is very important for us to not to be so judgmental. As we see something wrong, we're trying to judge somebody here and there and them do this so them to be punished. No, what about grace and mercy? Grace and mercy was extended to us. Sometimes we tell a little lie here, we do a little sin here and there, and grace and mercy was extended to us. So in the same way, we are to extend grace and mercy to others. Now, the three important things that Pastor had touched on Sunday in regards to this passage was, one, we need to have a heart of compassion. So instead of condoning and killing people and bashing them and them deserve this, you don't condemning, you don't condone with the sin that they are doing, you know. You love the sinner, but you do not love the sin. That is how it should be. And you don't condemn too. So if they do something, yeah man, them to be punished, them to do this, you expose them, shame them and so on. You're not to have that attitude. So you are to have a heart of compassion. The second thing is you are to have self-examination. So you have to always be in a reflective mode before you cast a stone. What am I doing wrong? Am I blameless? Am I sinless? Who am I to be judging somebody else's sin? So in a sense, you need to examine yourself. When you're about to point finger on somebody else, you need to stop to examine yourself. And then the final thing was, in all of this, we need to seek transformation. Because if it is that we are exposed per se, we are caught in so and so sin and we are exposed, do you continue to live in that life? Or Antoine, do you continue to live in that life, or do you try to live a better life and also by helping others? So what I'm saying is, we have to choose now. Do you hold people up? Even when they do you wrong, they may wrong you sometimes. Do you hold them up, or do you condemn them? And that is what God wants for us, to hold each other up. Hold each other. Everybody hold each other up. And then you will have a better... When you hold everybody up, and you know that rising tides rises all ships. So once you start holding others up, automatically you will be held up as well. So that is the message for today. Have a great day, and say it out of the rain if you're having rain. Say bye. Bye.